This is Loopline. In this video I want to talk about the Yellow Pages Scraper plugin. So we can go to Premium Plugins, Show Available Plugins, and the Yellow Pages Scraper. If you've not purchased it yet, you can follow the link and click through that way. Once it's been activated, then you can just click on this and install it. And we launch it from the plugins menu just like anything else, the YP Scraper. And in the top, when it loads, we'll see is the working area, and down here we immediately see an option for proxies and an option to use the proxies or not. I would recommend using private proxies if you're going to use proxies, because public proxies are just going to be slow and they're going to give you inaccurate information as far as airing out and that sort of thing. So private proxies are going to be good because you really want accurate information for the Yellow Pages Scraper. We can load these proxies from a file or from Scrapebox, and then we get to select our definition. You can see Yell.com needs a lot of proxies, but we also have Yellow Pages Canada, Australia, and .com built in, and they have said more are going to be coming. When I click on each one of these, you can see things pop up down here and over here under parameters, and I'm going to do yellowpages.com as an example. And then I have the option to select different data such as the rating or the street, that sort of thing. I can unselect and select all of them. I'm just going to leave them all selected. And then I have neighborhoods and zip codes built in, so I can scroll through here and find what I want. I happen to be up here near Detroit, Michigan, so I'm just going to type in Detroit here and just pick it. We can do whatever. Obviously the parameters, we have default, distance, rating, name. I'll leave it on default. You can do whatever you need to. And keywords, that is obviously what you would type in if you went to yellowpages.com. So let's just say we're looking for insurance agents. Maybe we want life insurance. Maybe we want car insurance. Maybe we want to call up these insurance agents and sell them our services, or maybe we want to do whatever. So let's just type that up here. We have connections. I set connections kind of low because I like to keep things rolling. I use 3 connections with 50 proxies on the Yellow Pages Scraper and let it run for several days straight and had literally millions of results. And so the point there is that if you go slow enough, then the proxies rotate through slow enough and they don't get banned. If you crank this all the way up, obviously with 50 proxies, and if I run this to 100 connections, they're going to get banned pretty quickly. So I just leave it at 3. Timeout 15 seconds. They're private proxies. I'm on a fast connection, so that's fine. Connection timeout 10 seconds. This timeout here is for the actual when your computer makes the request to yellowpages.com. The connect timeout here is the reverse when Yellow Pages is when you're connecting to Yellow Pages to get the information and you're waiting for them to respond. So it's a timeout on basically coming and going, if you want to say it simply. And so these default things are pretty good. You can play around with them if you have problems. There's a delay if you want to add a delay so that you don't have issues with that sort of thing. If you have proxies, it doesn't work. If you're not using proxies, then you can use a delay, which is probably a good thing, obviously, because you don't want to get your IP banned. Proxy retry is pretty basic. The number of times it's going to retry a new proxy before giving up on a request. The results per keyword, I just picked 1,000. That's what I'm used to with search engines. It sounded good, so I went with it. You can put whatever you want here. And then this is the actual number of connections and the records scraped, and then the keywords processed, which is just a status bar. So let's just hit start here. I guess I should just say the last thing on keywords, we can load them from a file or from the Scrapebox keyword memo. So if I wanted to go scrape up some keywords here, I could, but that sort of thing is pretty basic. So hit start here, and we'll see it start to work, and we can see the records scraped and the keywords processed, that sort of thing. We can see things coming in, business names, the ratings, the streets, locality, region, zip, phone, website, etc. As we go down through here, we can see more data coming through. We don't have to let this run forever just because it's a sample. So once I have that stopped, I picked up 1,020 records there out the gate. I can now filter these and remove all sorts of things. I can remove duplicates based on business names, ratings, streets, locality, region, zip, phone, website, etc. So let's say that I get the same result back from Primerica here for car insurance, life insurance, and insurance agents, then it's going to be in the list 3 times. So maybe I want to remove it based off of their website so that I don't wind up with a lot of things. You can see there I had obviously a lot of duplicates between these because it just went down to 493 from like 1,020. So that's very useful to pick something that makes a lot of sense, especially if you have similar keywords that can show up. And then I can export these. I get a lot of export options actually. When I go to export here, I can just stick them in, just make a folder here and stick them here, and I can go to Excel, Excel 97, 2000, Office, Calc here, CSVs, zipped file, whatever. So I'm just going to do something really basic like Excel 2007 and put test here, and then we can open that up right quick. So let me get that up for you here. Just sticking stuff random places. We can see in Excel here, same, it gives us this nice little column across the top so we can see things. And as we scroll down, we have all the ones with websites down here and that sort of thing. So now I could do interesting things using other tools in Scrapebox. For example, let's say, let me bring that back up right quick here. Let's say I wanted to take all of these websites here, and let's just copy all of those and go back to Scrapebox and just stick them right in here. My 339 of them had websites. So let's say I want to go to grab check and then grab emails by crawling sites. So now I could go grab their email addresses. If they have contact forms, I might want to use Fast Poster here to post to the contact forms. To contact them, obviously if I have a way to phone call them or auto dial them with some voicemail system, and there's lots of options out there for that, Scrapebox doesn't do it, I could do that. There's lots of things that you can do from this point. Useful information, further tools in Scrapebox such as gathering emails and crawling through the sites. You could link extract the sites and go see what backlinks they have. Maybe you could use the expired domain finder, which is not out yet, but you can see it in the plugins list. It's in beta, but maybe you want to use the expired domain finder to go find places that these websites link to that are expired, so you could register them and get links from them. If that's in your niche and you're trying to build websites, the list is really endless, and Scrapebox has a lot of tools, that sort of thing. Maybe you want to use the broken links checker to add on to run through all the websites and find broken links and then solicit them to say, look, your site's messed up. You maybe use the mobile site tester add-on and say, it doesn't meet mobile guidelines, you have broken links on your site, I can fix these things for you. Or maybe you're just selling somebody else's services and taking a cut. Whatever. There's the Moz page authority stuff. The list goes on how you can apply these things and utilize other tools in Scrapebox to make this even better. Maybe you need to get images off these sites because they're related to your sites. You can use the image grabber that's in Scrapebox. Under grab check, there's an actual image grabber. You can also maybe pull up YouTube videos that are linked from these by searching Google with websites and the word YouTube. The list is endless. And so that's a few ideas of how maybe you might use it along with other tools in Scrapebox, and that is the Yellow Pages Scraper. Thanks for watching this Scrapebox video. For more Scrapebox videos, click the subscribe button on your screen or click the subscribe button down below.